Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Damian Priest may be about to form a new team with a very unexpected star after his split with Rhea Ripley. A veteran has commented on it. Vince Russo joined Dutch Mantell and Mac Davis for this week's episode of Brodown on Sportskeeda WrestleBinge. Ever since being split from Rhea Ripley thanks to the transfer window, where he was brought to SmackDown, Priest has been alone and faced his share of issues, with the biggest one yet being Drew McIntyre. Now, that may change according to Russo. He said that Drew McIntyre, who is a two-time WWE champion, should get the win over Priest, and that the win should end in him putting Priest over as well, and showing him respect. Russo added that he wanted the pair of them working together as a team after that, with their grudge against the same people being at the top of the card. Dutch Mantell also agreed with this and said that putting McIntyre over was the sensible move. He laid out how the new team could form, describing the Scottish star saving Damian Priest from a beatdown by other stars. He added that they were both great single stars, but together they'd have a better place in WWE than they would have individually. If this pans out to be the case, with the two of them working together, it would make for a formidable team that any star would be hard-pressed to beat. Anirban Banerjee is a journalist from Kolkata, India, and has been a part of building Sportskeeda's WWE section over the past 8 years. He's been an assistant content manager for the team during the past 3 years as well. Banerjee has interviewed John Jones, Conor McGregor, Cowboy Cerrone, George Masvidal, Mandy Rose, Joe Hendry, Darren Till, and many others. Anirban has worked in the field of wrestling and mixed martial arts journalism for several years. In addition to his work on Sportskeeda, Anirban is a fiction writer and has co-written over 20 biographies. He was also a columnist for 90 Minutes. The WWE landscape is shifting again, and this time, it's Damian Priest at the center of a storm that threatens to shake up the post-WrestleMania 41 era. After months of internal tension, personal conflict, and mounting speculation, Priest has reportedly split from longtime ally Rhea Ripley and is now forming a brand new faction with a surprising partner, a two-time WWE champion. This unexpected move has fans buzzing and legends talking. One WWE veteran has gone so far as to say, "This is Priest's evolution moment. He's stepping out of Ripley's shadow and building something bigger." But who's the mystery partner? What led to the Judgment Day implosion? And what can fans expect from this new alliance that could redefine the power balance on Monday Night Raw? Let's dive deep. For over a year, the Judgment Day ruled Monday nights with an iron grip. Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio formed one of WWE's most dominant factions, blending brutality, charisma, and cunning in equal measure. But like all powerful alliances, cracks began to show. It started subtle, lingering glances during matches, missed tags, heated backstage arguments. But the moment that changed everything came just 2 weeks after WrestleMania 41, in a Raw main event that saw Priest accidentally cost Ripley a title defense by distracting the referee. The moment Ripley turned and stared down Priest with icy fury, fans felt the fracture. And just days later, WWE posted exclusive footage of a tense confrontation in the locker room that ended with Rhea shoving Priest and walking away. Veteran WWE Hall of Famer Booker T weighed in during his podcast. "I've been in factions. I've seen egos blow things up from the inside. What Priest is doing now, it's what Triple H did when he stepped out of Shawn Michaels' shadow. The guy's about to create his own dynasty." The name on everyone's lips is Drew McIntyre. Yes, that Drew McIntyre. The two-time WWE champion who has been on a mission to reclaim his dominance ever since coming up short in his title pursuit at WrestleMania. And now, sources close to WWE Creative say McIntyre and Priest have been quietly forging a dangerous alliance, one that could debut officially as soon as Backlash. It's a pairing few saw coming, but on paper, it's fire. Priest brings the mystique, the chaos, the Judgment Day aura. McIntyre brings the legitimacy, the raw power, and the battle-tested main event credentials. Together, they're being described as the Black Gauntlet, a name reportedly trademarked by WWE just last week. In a recent interview, McIntyre dropped a cryptic teaser. Some battles you fight alone. Others, you fight with warriors who've been underestimated for too long. Change is coming. What makes this partnership so interesting isn't just the star power, it's the timing. With Roman Reigns potentially taking time off, Cody Rhodes flying high as champion, and Seth Rollins recovering from injury, there's a vacuum at the top. And Priest, fresh off a dominant showing at WrestleMania and a Money in the Bank tease, is in the perfect position to strike. By aligning with McIntyre, Priest sends a clear message. He's not just breaking up the Judgment Day, he's replacing it with something bigger. Imagine it, a no-nonsense, destructive duo that's more about results than theatrics. No purple lights, no Dom distractions, just two men on a path of destruction. The end of Priest and Ripley's alliance also raises big questions for Ripley herself. The current Women's World Champion has been on a career-defining run, and many fans considered her the true leader of Judgment Day. But her falling out with Priest seems to signal that she's going solo, or possibly forming her own counterfaction. In an emotional backstage segment released exclusively on WWE's YouTube, Ripley, voice trembling, said, "I carried this family on my back. And when I needed someone to have my back, Priest chose ambition. That's fine. He'll learn the hard way." The seeds are being planted for a dramatic feud, perhaps even a mixed tag storyline down the line that pits Priest and McIntyre against Ripley and a surprise male partner. Could Ripley team with someone like AJ Styles, or perhaps even a returning Randy Orton? The possibilities are endless. As with any big storyline swerve, the WWE Universe is split. Some fans are devastated by the end of Priest and Ripley's alliance, pointing to the unique chemistry they shared. Others are thrilled at the idea of a hard-hitting faction led by two proven warriors with a chip on their shoulder. Twitter, now X, has been flooded with fan-made graphics, mock t-shirts for the Black Gauntlet, and fantasy bookings that pit the duo against teams like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, or even a returning RK Bro. One viral tweet summed it up. Ripley and Priest splitting hurts, but Drew and Priest forming a war machine. I'm here for it. This is WWE 2.0. According to veteran insider and former manager Dutch Mantel, this storyline is only just beginning. You don't break up Judgment Day and throw two main eventers together without a plan. Priest and Drew are going to dominate this summer. Tag titles, sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of them takes a world title by SummerSlam. And if that happens, the fallout could ripple across every brand. Will Finn Balor try to rebuild Judgment Day and take revenge on Priest? Could Dominic realign with Ripley and begin a babyface turn? Might we see the return of an old enemy, Edge perhaps, to confront the monster he helped create? There's even talk backstage that a Survivor Series showdown between the Black Gauntlet and a new version of Judgment Day is already being mapped out. Damian Priest is no longer just the Archer of Infamy. He's a main event caliber star making power moves. The split with Rhea Ripley is heartbreaking, but necessary. The alliance with Drew McIntyre is shocking, but brilliant. This is how stars evolve. This is how legends are born. One thing's for certain, with WrestleMania in the rearview and Backlash approaching, all eyes are now on the horizon. The storm is coming, and its name is the Black Gauntlet. Want to follow up with faction name ideas, custom promos, or how this plays into a bigger summer feud? Let me know, I've got plenty more in the tank.